Hey, 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 hello, hello. Well, why was I so emotional? Why was I so emotional? Well, I remember standing in the center of this wall-to-wall, 360-degree circular screened room at Epcot Center where they were showing these iconic Canadian scenes. And I stood there breathless with my hand over my heart. I stood there and I watched as the Niagara Falls spilled over the screen. And then the Rocky Mountains rose and filled the space. And then there was the Calgary Stampede. And then beautiful old Quebec, which I just love. And then there were the scenes of these small fishing villages of the Maritimes. I was literally crying. Why was I so emotional? It was ridiculous. I was slightly embarrassed, I gotta say. Well, I was so emotional because I am Canadian and I have never felt it so strongly. I belong. I belong. Well, welcome to Wednesday's Mindset Tip. My name is Ann Visser, and I am a mindset relationship coach, speaker, and trainer with For Better Forever. I'm passionate about helping Christian women to find freedom and to live their authentic selves in Christ. You know, I believe that you were made on purpose for a purpose, and I believe that you and I, we need to be about that purpose. Now, if you're new here, welcome to For Better Forever's Facebook page and to Wednesday's Mindset Tip. Take a minute to introduce yourself. I would love to hear from you. If you've been here before, type in hi. I'd love to know that you're there. And if you're watching the replay, type in hashtag replay. Welcome to Wednesday's Mindset Tip. I'm so glad that you're here today. So today we're talking about belonging. Belonging. You know, I live on a small island, and when we meet somebody that we don't know, the question is often, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Because it answers the question of where are you from and who do you belong to? Belonging is a fundamental need of all people. We are hardwired for love and belonging. True belonging requires us to be who we are. This is a quote from Brene Brown. You know, without knowing who we belong to, then if you don't know who you belong to, you feel lost and it makes us really, really insecure. I've been there. I've been there. Have you ever walked into a room full of people and you immediately sensed, oh, these are not my people. I don't belong. I have done that. I attended Fashion Week in Toronto with my daughter. So she is a gifted seamstress. She takes after her grandmother. It, by the way, skipped a generation and went right to my daughter. But she won this contest to design uniforms for Via Rail. And the prize was a trip for two to Toronto to Fashion Week. And so she took her mother. So if any of you know me, I'm no fashionista. In fact, I am much more interested in what happens on the inside than I am concerned about the outside. That's not going to surprise some of you. So at Fashion Week, I was so out of place. Believe me, so out of place. I did not belong in Fashion Week. But here's the thing. I do belong, and so do you. See what kind of love the Father has given us, that we should be called children of God, and so we are. God offers this to everyone, this option to belong. And no matter where you're from or who you are, He offers this as a free gift to everyone for you to belong. But here's the thing, you know, I've noticed that some of us who do belong to the Father through the Son, we act like we don't belong. So when we think and we act like we don't belong, we behave like orphans. We play small, or we try to perform. We try to perform to measure up to some idea of, I don't know, maybe perfection. And that creates uncertainty within us, where we start to ask, you know, do you love me? Am I good enough today? Did I do well today? And we need this kind of just constant affirmation. Am I good enough? Tell me I'm good enough. We need to grow up, and we can do that by getting closer to the one who loves us. This is why this is so important to you. Because knowing who you belong to is essential for your health and well-being. You are wired for love and belonging. The truth is, your Father Papa delights in you. He delights in you, all of you, and he has plans for you. And not only that, but when you know who you are, when you know who you belong to, this gives you so much confidence. It gives you so much confidence that you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You can stop performing and trying to please. Furthermore, this is why this is so important to relationships. Because when you know and you know her, when you know and you know her, it's down here. When you know and you know her who you are, then you become so secure that you become a safe place in relationships. And that means your people, they can relate to you. Your people, they can come to you as they are because you show up authentic, you show up real, and you are alive with a hope that lives strong in you. What does this mean to your life? Well, it means freedom. Yay, freedom. Freedom to pursue those purposes that he has made you for, regardless of what other people are saying and regardless of criticisms that may fly your way, because you belong. You belong to your maker. David penned this most beautiful, these words. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb, and I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know this full well. So here's the mindset shift I have for you today for Wednesday's mindset tip. You are wonderfully made in God's image. And do you have the freedom to be who you were made to be? He delights in you, and you belong to him. If you're struggling with knowing in your knower who you belong to, I have a challenge for you this week. 5 days, 5-day challenge. Step number 1 is so easy. Step number 1, sit for 5 minutes with a pen and paper in the quiet, close your eyes, and just ask God, who am I to you? Who am I to you? Step number 2, this is easy. Open your eyes and just write what you hear. No editing, just write. 5 days in a row. Step number 1, sit for 5 minutes with pen and paper and ask. Close your eyes and ask, who am I to you? I set my timer for this sometimes. And then open your eyes and then just write what you hear. No editing. If you're trying this challenge, I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to hear how you get along. Share it with me. You can message me here at For Better Forever or on my private page. You know, you belong. You belong to the one who made you. Live like you do belong. Now, I have something special for you today. If you're lonely, if you want support to grow in your faith, I want to introduce you to the Sisterhood Journey membership. We are a virtual family of women who pray together, share life together, encourage each other, and we witness each other's growth. And each woman is on her own faith journey, pursuing the plans that God has for her. This is a rich community of women who are passionate in their faith in Jesus Christ, and they expect that they are going to grow as they walk with God. They want to grow from the inside out. So, one sister said this. She said, I joined the sisterhood to build a closer relationship with God and to pursue my purpose, the purpose God has made me for. I joined during a time, well, you know, when everything has been so challenging and different and a lot of changes in the world. And so I was feeling anxious and I was feeling lost. But the sisterhood provides me with a Christian community of like-minded women, all of you. And one of the most important things is I feel safe, which I've heard other people here say that again and again. And it's so important to feel safe because we're vulnerable here sometimes. And that vulnerability is really important for my growth. Thank you, sister, for sharing that. You know, if you feel alone, if you're looking for support to grow in your faith, I have more for you in just a minute. But first, my name is Ann Visser. I'm a coach, speaker, and trainer with For Better Forever. I am passionate about helping Christian women to live in freedom, to find freedom, and to live their authentic selves in Christ. If you like this video, would you share it? And one more important announcement for you today. The Sisterhood membership is open today and tomorrow until 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. We only will open once a year. This is your opportunity to join us wherever you are on your faith walk. You are welcome to join us. Message me here at For Better Forever, or you can email me at Ann without an E at forbetterforever.com. That is the numerical number, forbetterforever.com. And we can chat. And you can ask your questions and I can answer them. We can see if you feel like this is a good fit for you. No pressure. That's Wednesday's mindset tip. Thank you for watching today. Have a great day, and I will see you next week on Wednesday's mindset tip. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.